Angelo here, Hollywood filmmaker, greatest screenwriter in the history of the world, recovering hobo. Making my fruity protein breakfast. Chill this banana before it goes rotten because I won't eat it before then. I mean, I'm not gonna eat it in time, sticking to my diet basically. Yesterday was a little bit of a cheat. And I've been thinking about what should I do. I forgot my food scale. About my housing situation. Because, I'll get into this in a minute. It's nothing drastic, but making me, first of all, wanna, oh, I forgot the milk too. Almond milk. Makes me want to reevaluate my priorities, get my discipline back after I was sort of slagging on it during my COVID recovery. And want to discuss what I'm thinking may be helpful to you all out there. First of all, we should all demand more affordable housing. Spilled some milk. Don't cry over that. We should all be demanding more dense housing, more transit options, more housing along what are called transit corridors. A new word for me. Basically meaning housing that's not just in the middle of nowhere in the suburbs where you're going to drive 45 minutes to get anywhere, but housing that's actually along walkable neighborhoods, bus routes, metro, trolleys, all that stuff. Streetcars, light rail, commuter rail. Aren't all rail lines commuter rail? I mean, what does that mean? Amtrak, long distance trains, all that stuff. We should be up in arms demanding it. Letting the bums know at our elected offices, if they don't provide that, we're gonna vote their sorry asses out. We're gonna block them from getting anything done. But here's what I've been thinking. So my roommate, the one who's in the hall directly across from me, he's moving out next week. And I'm like, okay, I'm 37 years old. I pay relatively low rent for LA. $875 a month. Don't pay utilities. Covered there. Rent doesn't increase. The guy I rent from is super cool. He sublets to us. But part of the reason that rent is low is because my roommate, turns out, I didn't realize this for a long time, is living in a converted closet. It's actually not meant to have a person living in there. It's not meant to have an occupant. But this is LA, and it gets the guy we rent from more money, but it does save us money because he's able to charge us less in rent. However, I have a person living 3 feet from me, which hasn't been that bad. I mean, it was horrible with the dumb, just straight dumb, like him and his girlfriend, and he moved his girlfriend in, and she was an idiot. And, I had to learn some talking and negotiation skills because I'm like, this person's here, and I'm glad I didn't move out because, for one thing, I'd still have my car if I moved out to this other place that I was looking at, and that was a huge mistake. I needed to get rid of my car. So glad I'm car free now. I I should have never kept it once I moved here. But I did get the nice payout from insurance for it, so. But when it was destroyed. So it kind of worked out. But he's moving out, so I'm like, okay, now I'm faced with the option of some new person who, my roommate's been pretty cool, you know, it's like, a little slight, the slightest things I've had to discuss, you know, like, hey, can you not, you know, move this over, if it's in the way, take care of it and then put it back, you know, stuff like that. Other than that, you'd think, oh, we'd have issues because the guy is a musician, he's into music, listens to music a lot, never been an issue. He listens to good music, and so when I hear it, like, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me while I'm watching movies. Only like twice maybe. It's been just a little too loud where it was kind of messing with my sleep. But like for the most part, he's so reasonable about it. Like just while he practices guitar, his guitar's unplugged. It's like he's super, super reasonable about all that. Let's start this up. So overall it's been good, but I'm wondering, okay, now we're looking at getting another person. It's so weird finding someone to live in that little tiny closet, because it's basically just a closet. The guy I rent from charges $700 a month for it, and it's like, well, you could, for most people, $700 a month, they could probably find a place with roommates that's bigger, or now the rest of the apartment is nice, but yeah, you only get that tiny little room, so it's like, meh. Don't have to spend much time there, but $700 for that, and you could, or just pay a little bit more and get somewhere else nicer. So it's like, okay, the guy I rent from, he's got to find basically someone who's willing to pay that, and this guy's been cool, but he's obviously not going to stay long. The other person who's here was kind of an idiot, who I had to like give some education to before he got wizened up, like, don't be a fucking disgusting slob in the bathroom and stuff, and your girlfriend can't take my things. Alright, let's see. Keep it reasonable. About 200 grams of fruits. Got a bunch of mango here, some papaya, banana, and a nice vitamin C medley, blueberries, strawberries. So anyways, I'm like, okay, so the guy I rent from has this dilemma of trying to find someone. I have the dilemma of, you know, the person who's 3 feet from me may be cool, or maybe, like horrible to live alongside. Generally, like, yeah, I know they're decent at finding people, you know, the guy I rent from, so it's like not a horrible scenario. Some more blueberries in there. Oh, and papaya. That's very low calorie. So I'm thinking, okay, I was thinking one thing, should I just move? Should I get a studio? I wouldn't mind living in a studio. That's plenty. It's 258 grams of fruits. Not bad. So here's what I'm thinking. First I was like, okay, could I afford a place? Yeah, I could. Like, I could wait until, but do I need a place? That was first of all a big question. Do I need a place of my own with my budget, which is like, I make like, after taxes, like $2,800 a month. Before taxes, I make more. Wait, what? Yeah, before taxes. So, like, with my tax, refund at the end of the year, I'll probably get back another $1,000 or so. But it's like, okay, I could move, have the same problems generally, and then have to deal with a lease and, the potential of building I don't like and all that. And I have limited options for where to move, and I want to stay close to work, stay in a dense neighborhood like Hollywood or Koreatown, where I can walk everywhere to get everything I need and get on the metro and the buses, or just stay here. But I was thinking, why don't I, I'm like, what do I need? Do I really need my own place? Well, what do I need first? My health and fitness, which I've got thankfully, and I'm getting back after I had COVID. I was not conditioning for 2 weeks. Slowly getting back. First, just walking around, moving stuff at work, taking the bus to work. I need my discipline, so I got stepped out of my discipline during COVID. Now I'm getting back on it. I'm gonna start my writing classes again. I need my writing classes. And I'm like, well, do I really need to avoid living next to someone? Does it matter that I'm 37? No. I can live next to someone if they're cool. I can even put up with the psychopath, the girl I live with, because she mostly just just stays out of my way. Like, I don't see her. She knows not to talk to me now after she sexually harassed me. And I told her, don't. But I may have another person moving in. And while my roommate was out for Christmas with his family, I was like, it was so nice not to have someone directly across from me. I'm like, so why don't I talk to the guy I rent from? Say, look, you have this dilemma of getting someone willing to pay for this. Last time it took like over a month to fill the room. I have this dilemma. Let's negotiate. If we negotiate, I shouldn't get everything I want, but you're also not going to get everything you want. However, I think it'll still be advantageous to us. What if I just paid to have that room he has, keep it unoccupied, basically keep it as a closet, as storage, and just pay like $200 a month for it? Now, the guy I rent from may say, I don't know, I want someone there. I'd be like, look, here's the issue. The person who rents there, first of all, he takes like 30-minute showers. So you're not making the full $700 a month from him. You're paying a lot of that for utilities he uses up. He has a fan running at night. That's electricity running constantly. I take Navy showers, extremely quick showers. I clean up and all that stuff. I take really good care of the place. I got the internet running better with my internet satellites. And if I'm paying another $200 a month, it's like, yeah, I could do that to you, or I could just move somewhere for another $200 a month. I could get my own place. It may not be a great place, but I could. I've seen those rents exist. Or I could just get a roommate somewhere else. Yeah, it'd be a hassle to find and all, but at least I could find it if you want to do this to me. So I'd see, does he want me to pay $200 and just have that closet? And basically, I could use it as a closet if I want. The smell, though, there's not good. Someone living in there and eating in there. Jeez, it does not smell good. The smell will not go away. So what do you all think? That to me is kind of nice, just to have like an extra sort of peace of mind while I try and make more money, while I've gotten a cost of living increase at my job. I don't know what it's going to pay yet, but that's nice. It's going to be effective the new year. And I want to get into making money doing film coloring. I'm really learning film coloring now. I'm learning a lot. Like, as I watch each additional video and take notes, I've taken over 50 pages of notes. I'm like, this is already so much more natural to me. Where I immediately know what, Casey Ferris or Wakas Kazi, they're the main two people I've been watching. are talking about. And now I have a pretty good blueprint for how I'm going to work as a colorist. While I do my screenwriting, because of course that's the big dream, writing and directing. So what do y'all think? Or should I just save my money and be like, screw it, let someone live there? They'll probably be cool, you know? So I'm like, you're saving money in utilities. Yeah, you're getting less in rent. So that's less water, electricity, and gas. A lot less water. Man, hundreds of gallons. So, gotta see what he says. In the meantime, I gotta get serious about budgeting. Because no matter what, every weekend I'm spending money on snacks, on extra stuff, and I'm like, even $6 a weekend, that's $24 a month. 10 months, it's $240 a year. I'm like, do I need to do that? I finally canceled my car insurance, even though I haven't had a car in a year, because I kept a $40 a month bill as non-operator insurance in case I test drive a car or drive a friend's car or drive a rental car, have a little extra coverage. I'm like, I haven't even driven a car in over a year. I have no plans to. I'm like, forget it. Called yesterday, canceled it. So that was $480 a year I was spending. Now I'm getting back. I mean, I'm not getting a refund, excuse me. I am getting a $35 refund on that, but I'm not going to be spending now $480 a year. Should I cancel my Netflix subscription? I do watch movies on there. There are things I want to watch. However, I have Canopy. I have YouTube. YouTube has lots of free, legit, like free movies. Canopy, California's library free streaming system. I use that more than Netflix because they have better movies. And after watching one series on Netflix, Dark, I'm like, that was fun. But in the end, it kind of felt like an arcade game. Like, it's just there for you to keep putting money in. It's, in other words, it's there for you. It's like a commercial for Netflix. It just felt like entertainment after a while. It was extremely well written and stuff, but just to me, I'm like, I don't want to get into series again. Unless David Fincher or Alex Proyas are involved. I did like House of Cards. I did like Mindhunter. I am kind of interested in watching Squid Game, but again, the problem for any show for me is that it just feels like it's meant to keep you continue clicking. You know, no matter how well written it is and stuff, I'm like, I can't escape that feeling. Yes, Mindhunter Season 2 especially, I thought it was impactful by the end and chilling. House of Cards. Better early on to me. Excuse me. But anyways, I'm like, do I need that? That's like $15 or $17 a month I pay for Netflix. I do use it. I'm like, I could go without it, save like $190 a year. I'm like, well, shouldn't I be saving now? Because big costs do come up for me as I take my classes. My classes are like $700 each. And it's like once every 3 months, or 4 months really. But it's like, okay, between Netflix and my car insurance, canceling both of those is like one class, which is like 1,000 times more valuable to me. I can afford my classes. I have savings. I'm able to save money. But then it's like, you know, I got the air filter for my room. I got a new laptop, which is well worth it. Because I'm doing video editing and coloring on it now. And the old laptop, kind of slow for Magix Vegas, and it just would not run DaVinci Resolve. It's not powerful enough. And I got a good deal on the laptop. Shout out to my fan Break the Loop, who showed me how to get a great deal on a great laptop. He recommended the laptop for me, when to buy it, to get the best deal, and how to use the Ratukin app to get more discounts and discount codes. And then I bought Magix Vegas. That was $200 only to upgrade, so that was a good deal. I've already made some of that money back editing. But you see what I mean? It's just costs come in. Hopefully, I'll want a coloring monitor. That'll be another $200. Now, the good thing about having my own place is I could have an area sort of set aside just as an office and deduct that from my income based on the square footage and the rent, like figure out how much rent is for that space and deduct that if I'm only using it for my self business. What is it? My own business. So it's potential, rent I could deduct right there as business expense from my income, save money on my taxes. So or get a bigger tax refund. So yeah, that's an option there. But I think for now, it's like, what do I need most? I need to keep working on writing, coloring, my discipline, health, save money. I smell weed. I'm not totally sure if that was weed, which I'm totally cool with smelling, or if it was sage, which the psychopathic girl I live with burns. She's believes in witchcraft. So it's like, what do I need first? Well, I need my discipline. I need to get better at writing, saving money, keep my health up, get finally really ripped, like cut. And I need to get a professional writing career and coloring / editing career going so that I can make more money and also just, make the movies I want. So I don't hear an apartment in that. So it's like, okay, hold off on the apartment. It's not there yet. I have this option that's going to open of all the work I can do and improve my skills and stuff, and the apartment will come. Because when I want one, I want a good one. I want one where you don't hear the neighbors, where it's safe, where, I have keyless entry. I can just use a badge to get in, all that stuff. Anyways, I'm trying to leave early because I found out there's a cheaper bus than the Metro bus. The Dash bus is only 35 cents with the tap card. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I saw the Dash bus yesterday. There was nobody on it. The only thing is, the closest stop to my job is a further walk. I'm like, who cares? Big deal. Walk the further walk. I enjoy walking from the bus to work early in the morning. So I'm going to do that. Save, as opposed to $1.75 on the Metro bus, it's only 35 cents. So I'm saving $1.40. Saving there. It's like, why not? Save the money. All right, everyone, I got to take my supplements and floss. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about my housing options. Bye.